Whether it's fair or not, we all hold Disney hotels to a higher standard. But with expectations so high, we have a long way to fall when things go wrong. Stick around to hear what the Disneyland Hotel did to help turn my frown upside down in this Honest Hotel Review. Hey everyone, this is Julia with Honest Hotel Reviews, and today I'm at the Disneyland Hotel. In this video, I'm going to share my recent mishap with a focus on the amazing things the manager did to turn my experience around. This video is not sponsored, so if you find it helpful, please help our little channel grow. Give us a like, leave a comment, or subscribe, and let our conscience be your guide. Now, before I get started, there are a few things I want to note. First, it's important you know that the manager had no idea, and probably still has no idea, that I review hotels. Second, even though I was really upset about what happened, I was always very polite in my interactions and didn't ask for or expect anything complimentary. I just wanted the problem fixed. Third, at the time, I was in a pretty fragile emotional state. My husband Ben had been diagnosed with a serious autoimmune disease called scleroderma about 2 years prior, and we'd had the most stressful 2 years of our lives, with him almost dying from a complication of the disease. Thankfully, we experienced a miracle, and he went from being on oxygen and needing a wheelchair to being in a stable state without oxygen and basically relearning to walk. Anyways, once he was well enough, I decided to take a trip to Disneyland with my sister-in-law, Laura. Because of all this, I started bawling like a kid who had just dropped their Dole Whip when I was trying to explain what happened to the manager. So I was definitely more visibly upset than a situation like this would have warranted. That being said, this was a genuine experience that happened, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Let me paint you a picture. This trip to the Disneyland Hotel happened during the soft opening of Galaxy's Edge. My sister-in-law, Laura, and I booked here for one night so we could get a reservation. For this stay, we arrived at 7 a.m. in the morning. Knowing our room wouldn't be ready, we were planning to check in, drop off our luggage, grab breakfast, and then hit up the park. Everything went so smoothly. We were even given keys to our room and were told we'd receive an email or text message with our room number once our room was ready. If we didn't hear anything, we were also given a phone number to call. At 6 p.m. after a long, hot day at the park, we trudged back to the hotel. We hadn't been told what room number we were in, so I called the number we'd been given, and a friendly lady on the phone gave it to us right away. So we go to the bell desk to pick up our bags and trudge to the Adventure Tower, up to our floor and down to our room, which was at the very end of the hallway. And the key didn't work. So I called the number again just to make sure I had the room number correct. A different lady picked up the phone and said, "Yes, the room number is correct, but you actually need a new key. We switched you to a different room, so come on down to the front desk and we'll give you a new key right away. There shouldn't be a line, but if there is, just go to guest services and we'll sort it out for you." Unfortunately, there was a huge line at the check-in desk, so I got in line at guest services. After a few minutes, it was my turn, and I was told that I had to go wait in line, which I would understand if it was my error. So I tried to politely explain to the lady that someone on the phone had told me to ask here and that someone would help me. But before I was even halfway through my sentence, she all but yelled, "Ma'am, all these guests have been waiting their turn to check in, so you have to wait as well." And without letting me finish my explanation, she called for the next guests to come over. Now, I can understand this was a stressful time of day, especially with a long check-in line, but no guest should be dismissed like that. Not only did she make me feel like I was trying to lie to get what I wanted, but now I was also getting rude looks from the guests she had just called over. If she had taken the time to listen to my concern and had looked at my file on the computer, she would have seen the notes made by the telephone agent I had just spoken to, and it could have been quickly resolved. After the shock wore off, I asked to speak to a manager. The manager who came out to assist me was named Rose, and she was an absolute angel. I explained to her the issue with the key, and she resolved it right away, but she could see that I was distressed. So she asked if she could come walk me up to the room to make sure everything worked out okay. On our way up to the room, she was very concerned with me and asked if everything was okay, at which point I explained to her the last 2 years of my life and why I was on this vacation. We got to the room, the keys worked perfectly. She came in and wanted to go the extra mile and offered us some free fast passes. At this point, we were exhausted for the day and we were leaving the next morning, so we thanked her but declined and told her that we were just ready to sit in the room and order some food. Hearing that, she offered to put a $100 food and beverage credit on our room so we could relax and order basically as much room service as we wanted. And we did. Before the food could even arrive, Rose called the room to check on us and to invite us up to the e-ticket lounge for some complimentary food and drinks and to watch the Disneyland fireworks. We were really touched. We went from feeling upset and like we were a nuisance to feeling like we were genuinely cared about. Moments after we hung up the phone, our feast arrived from the kitchen at Steakhouse 55. And to call it comfort food would be a vast understatement. We had a wedge salad, French onion soup, a clubhouse sandwich, a burger, all with fries and all the condiments you could ask for. We had a fabulous dinner in the room and then made our way up to the e-ticket lounge for the fireworks. We arrived just after the fireworks had started and wondered how we were going to find a seat in the dark. To our surprise, the club lounge concierge was anticipating our arrival and had saved us a couple of seats at the window. It was a beautiful show. As we got up to leave, not only were we in awe of the fireworks, we were also in awe of how far Rose had gone to bring back the magic for our short stay at the Disneyland Hotel. Before we could even leave the lounge, we turned around to see Rose surprising us again with one final gesture. She'd pulled a few strings, and with the concierge and another cast member, Rose presented us with embroidered Mickey Mouse hats, personalized to say Sister Trip 2019. So not only did she give us a $100 gift card, or not gift card, but room service, plus she let us go up to the e-ticket lounge to watch the fireworks, and she also got these amazing Mickey hats for us. Like,
I've never been to a place that's gone so
above
and beyond.
Yeah. Even just talking about it now is giving me goosebumps. This is an experience I'll remember for the rest of my life. It's rare that someone can turn a bad experience into a magical memory that will last a lifetime. And that's what will keep me coming back for more. Disneyland has some amazing cast members who work really hard to create magic experiences. A great way to give back to anyone who goes above and beyond to make your trip special is to give them a cast compliment. Make sure to note the cast member's name along with the date, time, and location of your encounter. If you want more information on how to leave a cast compliment, I'll make sure to include all the directions below. We certainly made sure to sing praises in our cast compliment to Rose.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you,
You are
Rose.
fantastic.
We love you.
Mwah.
Have you had a good or bad experience at the Disneyland Resort Hotel? We'd love to hear about it. Let us know in the comments below. If you're new to our channel, we post new Disneyland area hotel reviews every week. Head over to our YouTube channel or check us out at honesthotelreviews.com for more hotel recommendations and travel tips. I'm Julia, and this has been another Honest Hotel Review.